Hello, my friends. I don't know who asked for this, but somebody wanted to know about my natural nail prep. Just first of all, I am not a nail tech. I've never taken any classes on nail stuff. I don't know anything about this. This is just my personal sort of routine. I don't always do it exactly the same, but don't use this as an instructional. I just think somebody was curious. So first thing I'm going to do, I have a layer of some glitter topper. I'm just going to use acetone to take it off. And if you hear any weird bird sounds, that is because there is a very cute bird sitting on my shoulder doing his thing. It's really cold today. Again, it was supposed to snow like a ton yesterday, and we got 0 snow. It did rain a bunch, which is good, but I was really looking forward to like waking up to the winter wonderland, but no such luck. It actually, there was like a little bit of a flurry earlier, but you had to like really squint to see it, so I don't know if that counts. I know a lot of people have been getting all that winter weather. A big old storm moved across the US. Okay, got that one. And this is an acetone bottle. I keep a gallon of acetone on hand. I get it at Sally's Beauty Supply for about $20, maybe a little bit, somewhere between $20 and $25. And this is alcohol. It's just regular isopropyl rubbing alcohol. I've got some jojoba oil here, or whatever kind of cuticle oil you like to use. And I've got some cuticle remover, which I'm not sure how well that stuff works. I have a couple different kinds. I'm gonna use that one right now. I also have a glass nail file. Really highly recommend the glass. I bought a bunch of these. They came in like a set off of Amazon. I think they were pretty cheap. Personally, I've yet to break one, so I just keep one in every room. I have one in my car, I have one in the bathroom, the bedroom, the living room, up here, of course. Yeah. Okay, bye. Okay, so I got all the acetone off of my nails, and I'm going to put a little bit of alcohol. Oops. No. This little pump bottle came with one of the Manny and Me boxes. It was the jungle one. I can't remember what month that was. I want to say it was last year, or maybe it was the year before. Well, anyway, it came with that, and I got this one over at Sally's Beauty Supply as well. It's a little broken, but it still works. Okay, so I've dried out my cuticles a little bit, and now I'm going to put some oil on. And I'm lazy, so I just do it kind of like that. Ooh, it's a little much. I just kind of rub it in there and kind of get it under the cuticle a little bit. Maybe I used a little much. A little bit oily. Off of there. Okay. A couple of the tools I have here. I have a pusher. I also have this orange stick pusher and a glass one. This also came with a previous Manny and Me. They still sell it on the website. So I have a lot of choices here. I sometimes use this metal one, but it has a tendency to kind of scratch the nail. So I mostly just use this side here for cleaning out any of this stuff. And then if it's a little tough, so I kind of like using this orange stick lately. So I'm just gonna push my cuticles. Do you hear him running around down there? He flew downstairs and he has like a little ball. He loves balls. His name is Sam, by the way, Sam the bird, in case you don't know. But yeah, he loves to chase balls around the house. That's really funny. He spends a lot of time walking around on the floor. It's really cute. So I'm pushing back the cuticle, but I'm also just kind of like scraping this with a little bit of pressure. My thumbs never really need a push. I don't know. They always seem the same. And again, I just want to reiterate, I'm not good at this. This is just what I do. You'd think for like I guess technically you could argue that I'm a hand model on Instagram. But you'd think I would take better care, you know? But no. I'm about the art. I'm about the stamping and stuff. I'm not like an enthusiast on just like nails in general. Like nail care, I guess, is a better way of putting it. Obviously, I like nails. That's what I choose to hyper focus on. Okay, so I've pushed all these. Now I'm gonna take my alcohol again. And I'm just gonna wipe off the nail part. I'll leave it on the skin as much as I can. This is, I got this at like Marshalls or something like that. And again, I'm not like real sure on the efficacy of it or if I'm even using it correctly. But I like that it has a brush. So the other one I have is just like, it squirts out and I'm not ever sure if I'm using it right. So I'm sure some of you watching are laughing at me right now, but that's okay. I'm always open to constructive criticism or feedback. I'm like not afraid for you to tell me that I'm doing something wrong. I welcome any kind of input. And oops, I'm just gonna take this glass file. It has like this sort of pusher edge, and then it has like a more pointed edge. And I just sort of gently kind of move it around to kind of pick up any of that cuticle. I can kind of flip it around and get in those little spots there. Like, I always have like a really curved nails and I grow callus so fast. It must just be like some genetic trait or something, but like if I breathe heavy on my hands or something, a callus will form. So my body's like really keen on self-defense. Okay, I think that's all of that. I'm just gonna go over it with the alcohol again. Kind of like get in those little nooks and crannies there. And the other thing, yeah, about the callus is I'll just try to what is this? Not file it off, but I'm just gonna kind of buff it off. I don't know if that is the right word to use. I'm having a brain fart. Okay. I try to be really conservative with these nippers. I really love the like Russian look where there's like no cuticle at all, but I'm afraid to do it on myself. And I've noticed that when I have tried it, and again, this is probably just because I have like no technique, but like it seems very temporary. Like you can take the cuticle off and take a photo and it looks, you know, sort of picture perfect, but then a little bit later it will just sort of like dry out and I don't know, like it just looks worse. So I don't know if that's just like a thing for photos or if you know, there's like a way to do that where it continues to look really clean like that. I just got these tools off Amazon. I'm really cheap, to be honest with you. So I try not to spend money if I don't have to. All right. I don't know. It's like, this is why I'm so bad at this. It's also really hard to do with my non-dominant hand. Sometimes I think about getting like a nail tech license and doing that. I don't think it's for me. I'm not real good at this stuff, and I know I could learn for sure, but I don't think I would really enjoy like cutting people, touching them. I don't know. I'm pretty introverted. It's funny because I've historically had a lot of like extroverted jobs and it's just not where I thrive. Okay, I like how that looks for now. This is my Cindy hand, so unfortunately I'm not going to be doing her the best service here. Put some alcohol to dry that off. I don't like that right there, but I don't know how to get rid of it. Okay, and I'm just gonna keep doing that here. I just want to get all that oil off, and the alcohol should take off the oil. Oh, except I just spaced out and I just realized I'm
not sure.
Okay. I'm not either. Okay, That looks pretty good. Sometimes I think, oh, I'll just go over to the salon and have them like clean my cuticles and stuff and not put on any polish, but I get the feeling that would be an unwelcome request. And you know, man, maybe this is one reason why I like doing it myself, but I've just never really had a good experience at a salon. I feel like I've always been kind of like not heard. Like people don't listen to what I want and just do like a real half-ass job, and it's very expensive, and then they kind of like pressure you to tip a ton, even though they offered you kind of like subpar service. And then the last two times I went actually to get a pedicure, I got an infection both times. And I thought, well, maybe it's me, but I was too afraid to go back a third time to test it out. Like, it really sucks to like go to treat yourself, you know, and spend money and then just get kind of screwed over. It's not a good feeling. It can be hard to self-love in a hateful world. Looks okay. And I do usually like file and shape these, but I just was doing that yesterday. So they're definitely not perfect. But I already cut them down. Or filed them down, rather. I didn't cut them. I try not to cut unless like there's a really bad break or something, because if you cut it, it seems like it'll weaken the nail, and I just don't do that. Ever since I started using glass nail files, I haven't had any breaks. And the thing I like about glass, and I think people will tell you not to do this, but the thing about the glass is you can go in both directions, and at least for me that hasn't made a difference. To be perfectly honest, I have really strong nails, and I don't struggle with breaks in general unless I shape them like square, then they always break. But yeah, so I'm kind of lucky in that department. But if you have weak nails, I'm not sure if this is the best thing to do, but for me it works just fine. Yeah, so it's not like flawless in here. And I also don't want to do this super hard so it like scratches my nail. Okay, I'm happy enough with that. I will go over it again with the alcohol. Do a little more oil. This is like an unscented thing. It really doesn't smell like anything. I got this off Amazon again. I sometimes use nail oil or this kind of cuticle oil, but I don't know. This is just seems to be a little more natural and work a little better. It soaks into the skin versus. kind of sitting on top of the skin. because this really closely mimics your natural oils on your body. So that's why I use that. And I'm just doing this extremely professional thing where I'm taking my nail and just making that space under the cuticle. And y'all screaming at me, stop. Hey, you asked. So shiny. One thing I can do, and let me see if this is the right size. One thing I can do to help shape my nails a little better, especially because I model these tips, is to just stick a tip on there with some sticky tack. And then just use that as a guide. So you get a little more even shape. Like this nail, for example, on me, I tend to want to file it and then it'll kind of curve that way. So this way I can just kind of get a better idea of what it should look like. And yeah, again, I have kind of weird, I have kind of weird shaped nails. So I don't have a lot of options with like this one, for example. I had a really catastrophic break on this hand. I just said my nails are strong, but for whatever reason, this nail on my right hand tends to delaminate and then break real bad. So I keep these short, which is probably for the best anyway, just because it's easier to go about life with short nails on your dominant hand. All right, one more pass with the alcohol. Trying to get under that cuticle again. Ooh, did you see that? I don't know if that showed up, but it like squirted. It really likes me. So I'll put a base. I usually choose between these two. I have the calcium rich milk base and then the 7-in-1 potion. And I think today I'm going to go with the 7-in-1. I'm going to try to back it up to that cuticle as much as possible because that's the whole point of cleaning it off. And then cap the edge, of course. I never understood that when I first started painting my nails, why you would do that. But they'll definitely chip a lot less if you cap it. So I just paint a little bit so it goes over that free edge. This stuff dries super fast, so I'm just gonna very carefully move on to my other hand. Some fuzz on there. Oh yeah. That's very annoying. Okay, well, I'll get back to that. Alrighty. And one thing that I do that I didn't do this time is buff the ridges on the top of my nails. I also have really ridgy nails, and I probably could have used it, but I didn't. So anyway, I would usually probably do this too, but I try not to do it too much because I don't want to wear it down. All right, and then this thumb had like a little piece of fuzz on it, so I'm gonna do that again. Okay. Good. It looks pretty good, pretty good. Okay, so I don't know what else to say. That's just how I do it. It's not perfect, it's not professional, and it doesn't give the most amazing results ever. But if you're curious, that's how I do it. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye.